Hi class, my name is Caprice and I'm going to be your substitute teacher today. Like last time when I went through modules 1 and 2, I really paid close attention to going through each step and explaining everything and making sure that you guys weren't scared of anything that might seem a little bit complicated, because naturally sometimes when we're going through math, even me personally, I tend to overcomplicate a lot of things. And if you really just pay attention to the patterns and you really just go step by step, then you should be able to understand. So my goal today is just to make sure that you guys completely understand each one and you won't get the test and be like, I didn't learn any of this. So I really want you guys to feel confident after this lesson, and yeah, so let's get into it. So first we're going to start off with solving systems of equations algebraically. So our problem is, a movie theater sold 120 tickets for a show. Adult tickets cost $10 each and child tickets cost $6 each. If the total amount collected was $960, how many adult tickets and how many child tickets were sold? So step 1, we're going to define the variables. So x equals the number of adult tickets and y equals the number of child tickets. Step 2 is going to be writing the equations. Total tickets is x plus y equals 120, and then the total money is 10x plus 6y equals $960. And then we're going to solve algebraically using substitution. So x, number of tickets, equals 120 minus y. We sold 120 tickets, and we have minus y, which is the number of child tickets. So then we're going to bring that 10 down, and then we're going to put 120 minus y, put that in parentheses, plus 6y equals $960. So we have the total and then the cost for the child tickets. We're going to multiply this, and then we are going to subtract 10y, and then add 6y equals $960, so we bring this down. And then we put negative 4y equals negative 240. We divide 4y on both sides, which gives us y equals 60. Then x equals 120 minus 60 equals 60. So now we have 60. So our final answer is that the theater sold 60 adult tickets and 60 child tickets. So that is how you solving systems of equation algebraically. And I hope this all made sense and that you were able to understand each steps and how to perform those steps. Okay, so let's solve this. We have 6x to the third power plus 9x to the second power plus 4x plus 6. So for step 1, it is to group the terms into two pairs. So we have 6x to the third plus 9x to the second in parentheses, and then we have plus in parentheses 4x plus 6. So for step 2, it is to factor out the greatest common factor from each group. From the first group, we're going to take out 3x to the second, and from the second group, we are going to take out a 2. This gives us 3x to the second power plus 2x plus 3, we put that in parentheses, plus 2, and then in parentheses we have 2x plus 3, we put that in parentheses. So then for step 3, we're going to notice that both groups have the same factor, which is 2x plus 3. So we can factor that out, which leaves us 3x to the second power plus 2x in parentheses, and then 2x plus 3 also in parentheses. So that is our final factored form. The process is to group the terms, factor out the GCF from each group, and then factor out the binomial. So now that we have that and I have successfully explained each step, I really hope you understand, and that is how you figure out how to factor by grouping. Today we're solving a logarithmic equation. The problem is log to the second x equals 5. The first thing to remember is what a logarithm actually means. The log is just asking 2 raised to what power equals x. So if log to the second x equals 5, that means 2 to the 5th power equals x. Now, 2 to the 5th power equals 32 because 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals 32. So we can conclude that x equals 32. And hooray, we have our answer. Okay, let's solve the quadratic equation x to the second plus 6x plus 5 equals 0. Step 1 is to move the constant term to the other side, which gives us x to the second plus 6x equals negative 5. And then, step 2 is to take half of the coefficient of x, half of 6 is 3, and then square it. 3 squared is 9. And then, step 3 is to add 9 to both sides. Now we have x to the second plus 6x plus 9 equals 4. The left side factors into x plus 3 to the second power. And then step 4 is to take the square root of both sides, so x plus 3 equals 2. And then finally, step 5 is to solve for x. Subtract 2 from both sides and we get x equals negative 1 or x equals negative 5. So the solutions are x equals negative 1 and x equals negative 5. Perfect. Let's solve this. So we're going to be looking at the sum and difference of cubes, but for this problem, it's going to be the sum, and for the next problem, we're going to be solving the difference of a cube. So we have x to the third plus 27, and our formula for that is a to the third plus b to the third equals, in parentheses, a plus b, and then in parentheses, a to the second minus ab plus b to the second in parentheses. So we have to identify a and b. So here is x to the third, which is a to the third. So a equals x, and 27 is 3 to the third, and then b equals 3. So then we plug that in, and we have x to the third plus 27 equals x plus 3, and then in parentheses, x to the second minus 3x plus 9. So now our final factored form is going to be x plus 3 in parentheses, and then again in parentheses, x to the second minus 3x plus 9. And there we go. We're going to be solving this one. This is going to be the difference on how to solve the difference of a cube. So our equation here is 8y to the third minus 125. And our formula is going to be looking a little bit different from the last formula. You'll notice that on this formula, we have a to the second minus ab plus b2, and then here we have a to the second plus ab plus b2. So it is a little bit different, but pretty much a very similar process. So here ay to the third is, which is 2y to the third, and then we have that in parentheses. So a equals 2y, and 125 is 5 to the third, so b equals 5. And then we plug that in. We have ay to the third minus 125. That equals, in parentheses, 2y minus 5. And then we have 2y in parentheses to the second power plus 2y plus 5 in parentheses plus 5 to the second. And then we go down, and then we have 2y minus 5. And then we have 4y to the second power plus 10y plus 25. And then as our final factored form, we have in parentheses 2y minus 5, in parentheses again, 4y to the second plus 10y plus 25. And that is how you find the difference of a cube. Solve this. We're going to be solving a quadratic equation with complex solutions. So firstly, we're going to be solving x to the second plus 4x plus 8 equals 0. So we have to use x equals negative b plus minus to the square root of b to the second power minus 4ac. And then we have 2a right under that. And then here, a equals 1, b equals 4, c equals 8, and then plugging in x equals negative 4 plus minus to the square root of 4 to the second power minus 4 in parentheses 1 and in parentheses 8 equals negative 4 plus minus to the square root of 16 minus 32. And since to the square root of negative 16 equals 4i, we get x equals negative 4 plus minus 4i, and then under that is 2. And then once we divide that, that'll give us x equals negative 2 plus minus 2i. So our answer is x equals negative 2 plus 2y. Alrighty, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again soon. I hope that I provided some clarity on how to solve each and every equation, and I hope you enjoyed.